Right. Right. Okay. I can't believe you can't be bothered to play Star Wars, but you can be bothered to play that game. That's wild. That is wild. Yeah, I'd say when we go back to it, we play on normal or something. Yeah. Mm. Was I right about Code Carnage, by the way? The when you got onto his stream was just his intro, right? Yeah, go on. What you saying?
Oh, that's easy.
You was talking about Redfall. You said something along the lines of we'll just blitz through it real quick, and then you was gonna say something else. Sorry if I cut you off. Fuck. Right. Yeah. No one's doing that. The game is not fun enough to do that. Find Mad Marina in the Undercraft. What is the next thing that we actually have to do? Oh yeah, we need to do the Cornet's Call. This is it. So we need to go to Tucano's Villa in the Serpent's Crown. I don't know where that is, so good morning, stream. How we all doing?
Did I tell you? You were in my
No, you
dreams last night, Watcher. You were on your knees before my God. And I couldn't stop screaming.
No, alright. Not gonna talk about it? Okay.
You want down? Go and see Overseer Hitenga.
Who is that? What happens if I do this? Save it.
Stand back from there.
Okay. Let's continue on to the next area. I think oh, we can't. There we go. Oh, the Serpent's Crown's up here. Wow. Alright, so we have Pariki's Overlook to go to. The Brass Citadel. Have we been there? I don't think we have. Are we watching Scott Pilgrim tonight?
Halt! What is your business at the Brass Citadel?
Just looking around.
You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensborough. The Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command. Up the stairs.
Grand Secretary Atsura.
Once you're inside,
okay.
Go downstairs through the room on the right.
Is he in charge around here?
Hazanui Karu is the ultimate authority in the Brass Citadel. But she must endure the sops at the palace. When she returns, I'm sure she will grant you an audience. For now, Atsura Nui speaks with her voice.
Okay.
Leave.
No Valiant spy is coming through on my watch.
I'm a merchant. I have business inside.
You want to see our walls, our cannons, our powder house. You must think I'm an idiot.
Ugh, you got one thing right.
Who's this? Just a soldier. Okay. Uto's gunsmithy.
Of course, darling.
Of course, darling. Weather mage. Okay. We can't talk to him.
With sails unfurled and sword
Hello
held
there.
high.
Say, you look like you're a long way from home. I've got all sorts of goods and supplies. Take a look before you head back out.
Why are you working at Raotean Outpost?
Because I'm from Rawatai. Or, to be more specific, my ancestral home's been part of the Empire for decades. Few generations now.
How did your homeland become part of Raotai?
The usual way, I guess. Their soldiers beat ours.
Doesn't that bother you? She glances around to see if anyone is in
I guess
earshot.
it used to. When I was younger, I grew up hearing stories of the time before from my grandparents. But they were children themselves when Rawatai took over. Some wax romantic about the old days. Anyways, I'm just trying to make a living. That's why I'm here, after all.
What's it like living under Raotean rule?
I don't know. I never known anything else. We've got the Rawataians' fancy new irrigation canals now, and the roads have gotten better. The ones leading into Tekoa, anyhow. Funny thing is, the further you go on them, the nicer everything gets, and the more it all looks like this. That's a better subject.
What you got for sale?
Take a look.
Okay, Ring of Greater Region. Free health restored per round. Even that is still like buns. Charm of Bones. Call the Restless. Grants Call the Restless. What is that again? Summons a random vessel to fight for the wearer. +2 intellect, +5 accuracy against vessels. It's pretty cool. Alright.
Battle for glory and Raotai.
Faithfully done,
Come
Emily.
to gawk, too. My punishment's over, you know.
Why were you holding a red-hot cannonball? She glances back at you, a look of defiance in her
They
eyes.
punched my captain.
It is as if the mere mention of the incident takes her back to it. Her face darkens with anger, and a bitter snarl transforms her features.
So maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore.
He deserved it.
He asked if I knew where I was pointing my cannons. I told him to bend over in front of one and we'd find out. It escalated from there. Anyway, I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better. Still a scramble root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer.
I could use an experienced cannoneer on my crew. She looks you up and down, considering your
Don't take
offer.
this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I know. Either personally or by reputation.
Wow.
I'm sure you're capable,
She's saying we're a peasant.
but I don't know enough about you. Yet. Let's talk again when you've made a name for yourself.
Report to Wakoyo
Okay.
Nui when your hands and your temper have healed.
Why does Sharonga
That's
carve
the
his name
last
into a
time I
rock?
ship out with some
The Ranga
soft-handed
Nui.
runt.
And it's a commemoration. to show what he
You must
built.
gather your
Where are you
pearls
guys
before
going?
venturing
Then did your Reparo also write their names on other stones?
Imperial Command.
Yeah, Hassango's is quiet from afar. Valley slay. All body people, all Rawatai. To many lands you spread. Heed the call of the Ragadui. His voice shall fill your cell.
Powerhouse upper locked. Wow.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up.
Alright, let's go into Imperial Command.
Oh, all right. Maybe just this once.
I always forget that part. Say, you're the Watcher of Cadnua, aren't you? I've never met anyone famous before. Except the
Okay.
Hazanui. She yells at me sometimes.
The Hazanui yells at you?
Oh, all the time. Where's my white leaf? Stop daydreaming. So bore me, if you lose the ledgers again, I'll have you clean the latrines. All this time, I didn't realize she knew my name.
Are you always this excitable?
It's just, this is my first time away from the rough country. I'd heard there were thick, green forests and sandy beaches without a storm in sight, but I never imagined this. You must have traveled lots, seen all sorts of amazing places.
Okay. Sure, I've just got to stop Earthas from stop stepping on them.
Now, that sounds like an adventure.
Right, stream, I'll be back in a minute. I need to go do something.
I'd love Rawatai, but it's hard to go a week without
Sorry
seeing
about that.
storms or hearing about mudslides burying a village somewhere.
You're the courtmaster, can you tell me something? Tell me something?
I really wish I could, but my supplies are for the Royal Deadfire Company and our allies. Hazanui's orders. Maybe if you impress her or Atsura, they could make an exception.
Okay. Lower command, Imperial command lower. Trying to get comfortable, I can't. It's doing my head.
kitchen?
They weren't that bad.
Rhyming Hazanui?
This is at Sura, okay. The man behind the desk regards you with attentive, unblinking eyes and a perfectly open expression. His smooth features make it hard to pinpoint his age, though the crinkles at the corner of his eyes suggest he is not especially young. He cocks his head, taking your measure. He pauses before speaking, just a little longer than seems normal. The whole gesture is so perfectly choreographed that it seems he must have practiced it many times.
Watcher Nui, the Lady of Cadnua. I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style.
I like to think I've got plenty of both.
So I see. I am Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company.
For a trading company, you've got a very commanding presence in Nekataka.
And why not? Thousands of years ago, our people came from the archipelago. By one reckoning, we have as much claim on these islands as the Huana. But our purpose here is trade. While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples. It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here.
Do those interests include Luminous Ardra?
That is a Valian frivolity. Leave it to them to observe a substance that occurs nowhere else on Aora, and immediately set about pulverizing it for profit.
They are also using it to advance the science of animancy.
For now. But what will ultimately win out? The Valians' drive for innovation, or their hunger for wealth? Besides, we know too little about Luminous Ardra to understand the consequences of ripping it out. Perhaps you can help me keep them from doing more harm.
What do you have in mind?
The demand for Luminous Ardra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy. Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Huana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement. But you can curtail their growth.
This isn't about the welfare of Deadfire, this is about them outpacing you.
By snapping up land, we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and Deadfire's are not mutually exclusive. The Valians have sent an expedition to Pococahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of Luminous. I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the Luminous Ardra near Port Mage. If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite. Find the Luminous Ardra at Pococahara. Render it unusable to the Valians. This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
I thought you were concerned about disturbing Luminous Ardra.
Deeply. But if a small sacrifice here will discourage the Valians from further ventures, then it is a worthwhile risk.
What's to say I don't tell the Valians about this?
For all their faults, they don't lack imagination. I'm confident they know of our intentions.
Why would I help you?
Because governors like Clario are a rare breed. Most of the Valian administrators care little for the well-being of the Huana. If the Valians claim Poko Kahara, it is the locals who will truly suffer.
Okay, we'll see.
Deadfire is a tumultuous place. Consider the value of an ally with ships, cannons, and the backing of a great empire. I do not have the precise location of Poko Kahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there. Now, what else can I do for you?
What exactly is the Brass Citadel? Why? Wait, who's mugging Redfall off? Oh.
It's a trading post, of course.
Oh, right. I know what you mean. Your trading post has high walls, cannons, and guard towers.
Anything worth building is worth protecting. It's a trading post, of course.
What do you trade?
Rawatai is rich in saltpeter, copper, and a few other profitable minerals. We generally trade for food and timber, which grow poorly in the rough country. The Valians have become aggressive competitors in recent years, but our ships were plying the seas long before the Republic's declared independence.
Is my thing in sync? Yeah, it is. I was just checking.
We learned the value of defending our goods and ships long ago. Clear skies.
You seem different from the rest of the Royal Deadfire Company. I think I'm just going to call them the RDC.
How do you mean that?
You are hard to read.
It comes from years of practice. It's the only way I've learned to beat Karanui at Hazatoa.
Okay,
else that goes with Hazanui.
Who's this?
Me neither.
You've got it.
Just a guard. Food-stained tally sheets tucked beneath this battlefield model suggests it's being used for recreational purposes.
Of course, darling.
Okay. That goes back out. Someone has posted an earnest but excruciating attempt at epic poetry. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So nimble.
I shall be discreet.
Yoink. Yoink.
Maybe
My
just
fingers
this
be
once.
fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble.
What?
My fingers
Really?
be fat and furry, swabbed and sparkling.
It's not good, is it? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna loot all of these, okay?
I don't be supposing we kid, swabbed and sparkling.
Take that. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Must be like more commanders that we can talk to. Sabormi already spoke to you.
Of course, darling. Okay. Help with that.
Let's take a look.
Can we go in there? We can't go in there. Hazuni Karu is currently meeting at the palace. Oh, okay. That's why we can't go in there. What was he saying about Redfall?
The Ranga Nui leads us, but he represents all of Rautai.
Then must he put his name on everything? Prize share is...
Officers Lounge.
Cold as winter until suddenly she's not.
Meet her eye when you've got bad news. She respects that.
Someone named Perio is trouncing his opponent at
I don't
Hazatola.
think she likes me. I spent most of my career escorting foreign ships.
Many have. She's got nothing against scramble
If this is
routes.
about the Hazatoa tournament, I've got nothing to do with that, alright? I just serve the drinks.
What's this about Hazatola?
Some of the soldiers and sailors get to making unwise bets when they play. Like I said, I keep out of it. None of the regulars are looking for new opponents, though, if that's what you're asking. All the better for you, trust me.
Why do you work for the RDC?
They always pay on time. They're run by the Ranga Nui, so they should, right? Also, I'm from a town near Takoa. Rautai's full of all kinds of kith, not just Amawa.
Why?
But the Amawa have a long history at sea.
In what way?
They make up a lot of sailors and soldiers, including most of the ones that ended up here. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm really only supposed to sell to captains working for the Royal Deadfire Company.
Yeah.
My hands are feeling better. See you around.
Fleet Master's office. Hyderian bodyguard. Fleet Master Wakayo.
Clear skies, my friend.
Elwyn, Captain of the Defiant, at your service.
I know of you already, Captain. The boats of our decorated armada have orders which spread them thinly across the archipelago. Rautai finds itself in need of a privateer. Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit.
Aren't you afraid that privateering will start a war?
An official reckoning is drafted to account for every cannonball shot in the name of Rautai. Our paperwork is most thorough. For every ship sunk, there is a legal justification. Our enemies will know the war is started on the day we fail to turn in our paperwork.
What bounties do you have available?
A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas.
Okay. I don't know if I want to keep killing pirates, man. I want to join the pirates.
Then
I'll
I will
pass
ask
for now.
nothing more of you.
I'm gonna leave this area